welcome back to the History Diaries. I'm your host, Katie Kennedy, and today we have a sort of specialist.
I'm not special. I mean, I am, but
no,
not.
Right, that's enough. Today we have a sort of special guest on today.
Hi guys.
He is. I need to do an intro for you,
sorry.
right? I need to like keep going. Okay, so he is here. Because I've asked him to be on, and Mum says it's nice to proper feeling included.
Mum said he's been very quiet recently and needs some outside time. So we've taken him down to London. He's having a nice day out, and we're going to get him his dinner afterwards for a special treat. Might take him to Greg's.
So today, basically you couldn't have done it any better myself.
Yep.
Here is my little brother, Matthew.
Hi guys. Yay. I'm Kay's little brother. I'm Matthew.
I'm meant to be hosting it. So, hiya Matthew. How are you?
Hi Katie. You alright?
I'm
I'm not bad. I'm here.
You're here.
London.
You're an hour late. You're an hour late. I literally said to him, please be here for 1 o'clock because we have to be professional and we're recording at a certain time. Matthew goes, yeah, whatever. So I've been at Spoons. I've been at McDonald's. I've just had a good time. I've been in the Five Guys toilets because I'm hungover.
Well, actually, what happened was I was hungry, so I went to Mackey's, and then I realised, oh, good heavens, there's a Spoons next door. This would be a shame to waste. So I went in, got my nice little chicken select meal, and then went, I think I'm going to go next door for a pint. So I did that, ate my Mackey's. It was really nice, actually. Quite
Me and
enjoyed
Megan
it.
were sat checking the time, being like, where the fuck is he?
And I was expecting you to call me, being like, okay, we're ready for you now. But
I sent you
she
3
didn't.
Snapchats saying, please be here for 1
yeah,
o'clock.
but you just spam me. You'll text and be like, look at what the dog's done. Like, she's went up the stairs. Well done, Millie. So I don't really pay attention to what Katie snaps me because it's a lot of shite.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you very much. I feel like we need to catch up because I don't really see you anyway because you're off at uni.
Yeah, this is true.
Gallivanting. The most recent news is you've dyed your hair and it looks shit.
Some would say it looks
Would you like to
very
tell
cool and very
everyone
suits me.
why you've dyed your hair?
So I was pretty hungover one morning, and I went, I fancy a change in my life. I need to get my act together. So I went to the Sally's Beauty Salon, which is like Claire's but for hair, and I got some bleach and went, I'll give this a go. Went bright fucking aura. Am I allowed to say fuck?
It literally says cousin fucker behind you.
Okay, got some hair dye. I went, knocked on my housemate's room, went, do you mind just helping me out real quick in the bathroom? He was like, what the fuck do you mean? I was like, oh no, like I'm going to dye my hair. So then I dyed my hair and it went.
It looks shit. You put pictures in the family group chat and Mum was like, oh, it just looks shit. So what I've done here, I've got some like,
just
hat for you to put on. It looks
cool, okay?
It doesn't look cool.
And it's grown out so you can see the darker bits as well. So like.
It's yellow. Please put the hat of shame on.
Someone said that in the club lighting, it changes colour depending on the club lighting. So it could be green one time and then go blue. And I really like that. I think that's quite for me, you know? Anyway. I'm going to be quiet now. This doesn't look great.
It's the tuft of hair. So for the audio listeners, I've given him a chicken hat, and it's like a massive chicken hat, and he's got like a bit of yellow protruding hair like coming out.
It's not yellow, it's blonde.
Blondish yellow. Lovely.
Rustic blonde, some would say.
No, so how is uni going? Because again, like all we hear from you is like random little messages in the family group chat, and then updates from Mum. Because my favourite one recently is Matthew going, so I booked a skiing holiday, and we go, oh, that's really good. It's only cost us like 200 quid for the Airbnb. And we go, have you thought about flights? No. Have you got the skiing equipment? Because all of your friends have been skiing before.
Yep.
No, it's whatever. I know I'll be fine, Mum, whatever. Then we go, well, we'll have no skiing equipment and that's going to cost you canny whack. And then you turn around and said, can I not just wear my wellies to go skiing?
Which I'm taking that this is an obstruction. However, I feel like that made sense because not only are they waterproof, they're dynamic, and they also look pretty flair, in my opinion. So there you go.
Right, okay.
But I'm going to put socks on underneath them to keep your tootsies warm.
To keep the tootsies warm.
Yep.
That's great. On here we've also got like, what are your favourite memories of me as an older sister when we were growing up?
I don't really have many. She
Shut the fuck. No,
she-
shut up. Shut up.
just not to get too real, but it was actually quite a tough time growing up with Katie. She was quite violent to me.
I can't even deny this. I used to
she
push him all the
was.
time and like nip him.
She pushed me. I remember I
It
went
was
through a
funny though.
phase. It was not funny. It was traumatic. Okay, I went through a phase where I wanted to get my ears pierced.
This
'Cause
was in year 4.
I was a little legend. I was like, yeah, it'd be sick. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to get my ears pierced. I had a lisp as well for context, and I was quite fat. So I was just, it was not the play. It was really not the play.
Mhm.
And Katie would come up to me and go, this is what it feels like to get your ears pierced, and just grab my earlobe and like nip. And I'd be like, Katie, get off me.
But it
really
put you
hurt.
off getting your ears pierced though, didn't it? So it worked.
No, I think that's just because mum and dad were like, you're not fucking doing that. You look like a twat, right? you look rough enough, mate. Like,
You were funny though. You were like the gold. It's kind of like swapped on its head now because you used to be the golden child, and you were so good as a kid, and you were so cute and thoughtful. And now you used to make me pancakes on a Saturday morning.
and then she'd be like, I don't fucking want them.
because it was so like cakey. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know when it's just too much pancake.
Not really. I think you just
No.
negro.
And then what else? My favourite memory is when you've done such weird shit.
No, let's scooch back to me putting random things in the group. Of me being the least favorite child now. So Katie will be like, yeah, I'm just like Downton Abbey premiere. And I'd be like, went to my lecture this morning and now I'm in spoons. And mum and dad will be like, well done, Matthew. We're so proud of you making such an effort with uni.
Lectures.
Yeah. Okay. Neither did you. She was like, it's fine. Like, do your reading. So I'm like, okay, I'm dyslexic. I can't do that. So what else am I meant to do? So yeah. So now I just send little updates in the group chat and everyone.
We love your little updates.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Do you remember, again, I had to mention when you got a Thomas the Tank Engine life-size playset when you were, I want to say 5, and I got really jealous because I wanted a Thomas the Tank Engine life-size playset and it went round the front room.
It's like a
from
little.
Mama's and Papa's, and that was an expensive present. And I sat on it and I broke it.
She broke my Christmas present.
So I'm really
And can I also just say, Kate was really ugly when she was younger. I wasn't. I was really fit. Not to call child me fit. Maybe say pretty or handsome. But Katie was fugly, man. Like,
I was a bit
ugly.
minging teeth. My hair was frizzy. It was just
And she still is quite ugly. But anyway, so me and Kay have a bit of an age gap between us, and that is because our lovely parents didn't want another one after Katie because she was such a little shit and she was fuggers, and they were just like, is there a point? Do we need another one if it's going to be like this? Like little child?
No. I remember when my mum was pregnant and she said, oh, we're going to have another baby. So basically, you are here today because I demanded a sibling. No, that is the truth. I really wanted a sibling. And I remember we were in the car coming home from somewhere. And Mum must have known that it was a boy. And she said, what would you do if it was a boy? And I was like, well, I'd be really fucked off. But I would say that in like different terms because I was about 7.
No shit, really?
Yeah, really.
Fuck.
And then she said, oh, but it's a boy. And I remember crying and screaming. And then she said, but you're not going to have to share your Disney princess outfit. And then I was like, oh,
That's calm.
That's
Yeah.
calm.
That's calm,
literally
is it?
calm.
In a similar time, another story from we in the car together was it was Kate was bullying me, and she has like a
You delve into
she
history
had
at some point.
we
But yeah,
will-
go on.
It's history. That's all history. That could be the like line for the podcast. Well, that's all history. Anyway, we're in the car, and Kate was like, she just take videos of me and like bully me, be like, why you fat?
didn't.
And I was really
I used to
hungry
take
this
pictures
one
because
time.
You used to make me record. You make videos of you doing karate, like.
I was
you'd go in the
flair.
front room and
It
he'd
was so
have his
flat.
little yellow belt on and be like, "This is how you do karate," and you made me upload it on YouTube.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go into. Should we go into?
Should we do a bit of history, like?
Should we do a bit of history?
Should we do a bit of history gossiping?
Oh, whoa. I actually hate you. Do not clap for that, Megan.
Let's
Copyright
clap. Let's
off.
Let's give a second for the history gossip. Can I also just say she has this podcast now, and I still haven't had my birthday present. My birthday's in March. It's now November. Okay, when am I gonna get it, Katie?
That's a good question. Okay, right. So the first segment we're going to go into is. I feel like I just chat about childhood forever, but I feel like we do have to make a history gossip-ish.
Should we? Let's do that then.
Okay. Let's go to number 1. Gossip swap sibling rivalries.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So the first one is, so I thought we'd do the episode based on siblings because we are siblings.
Is
and
it?
Stuff. Is it? And
It is. It is.
Stop it. So, are you ready for the first? You have to think of some gossip to like swap. So, you maybe think of like another story of us. I'm keeping that in to show, ma'am. I am. I'm keeping that in. I keep telling them all the time, please stop doing that. Is it snores?
Yeah, snores.
Stop doing it. It looks shit.
Love you, ma'am.
No, we've actually sat him down and have a family meeting about this because she gets concerned.
No, this is okay. Katie is the most boring person you've ever met in your life, okay?
No,
she goes out once in a blue moon. She's like, I've never had a cigarette.
I've
never done a vape because I'm
Never
cool.
done a vape.
Matthew, okay, don't have a cigarette on a night out. It's going to kill you. And I'm like, Katie, man, it's okay. I'm like, I'm having like one puff of a cigarette. She's like, it's
bad. No, but
Matthew, you're not gonna make it past 30, man. She's like, you need to stop drinking. You're gonna look like old, and you're gonna lose your hair. And I'm like, thanks. And
because
to be honest,
it's
it's
just that I want to protect you because you're always going to be on a night out every single night.
some legend. To be fair, I am actually really hungover right now. I just feel it doesn't help my case. Let's do some history.
Okay. So I feel like I wasn't even that bad of a sister if we are.
I would disagree, but go on.
Okay. If we go into the past and stuff, do you know much about Cleopatra?
She was this lass who was like Egyptian.
So Cleopatra not apparently, she murdered our own brother. See, I've never done that to you, and I don't think I would do that, question mark.
Do you think?
Nah. So basically, after she challenged her sister Cleopatra, everyone's called Cleopatra.
So there's like...
Wait, I'm talking. This is my show, and I'm the history person. Okay? Thank you.
Right.
So after she challenged her sister Cleopatra's rule, Aristotle IV was brutally killed, mysteriously, by Mark Antony's assassins.
Okay, so I
in
didn't really...
41 BCE.
I didn't really
So that's
hear
like
any of that. So
Why? Why didn't
So
you...
basically,
mean?
long story short, she was like, oh man, my sister's proper like being a like asked for talking to him. She's like, no.
No,
So
she didn't kill her sister.
I thought,
Right, right. Again,
Yeah,
this...
come on,
How the
then.
fuck... How he got an A-level history and he's at a really good uni.
yeah, I did.
And he just doesn't listen.
Better
Right.
one than Katie.
After she challenged her sister Cleopatra's rule, he attempted to lead a rebellion against Cleopatra because they're all wanting the throne. Bear in mind, they're also getting married at this point. All of the brothers and sisters.
Wait, this is
of
her brother?
Egypt.
I thought there was
The whole
two
thing is about-
Cleopatras.
The whole thing is about siblings and rivalry.
So
a boyfriend, is it? Well, it sort of is because they get like
right,
all of the brothers and sisters get
Cleopatra goes, "Oh, Mark Antony, can you kill my brother? He's being a little shit." Like, and then he went, "I go on then," and he killed her.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, you could have just said that.
Well, I
couldn't you?
did, but I thought I need to.
In the
flesh out
temple of Artemis, this
in
one
41
lad killed another lad. You're welcome.
Okay. So I feel like that is bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty shit crack, to be fair. I can't lie.
No.
But also, she's acting as if she's a saint when we were wee little Bens, which
Wee
is
little
Northern
Bens.
for young little whippersnappers. Katie, I was dressed up as Buzz Lightyear, and she was like, "Why don't you like make a spaceship out of like a like those plastic boxes you get from IKEA?"
It
She's
wasn't.
like,
It was a cardboard box.
well, I can't remember. And we'll find out why in a second. It was like, put some wings on that, it's like a spaceship. I was like, yeah, sick. I was like 3. I was a cute kid as well. She was like, yeah, should we go to space? So she puts the box at the top of the stairs and pushes me down it.
No, I didn't. No, stop.
And I remember she did. I got to the bottom of the stairs. I got a black eye. I was crying.
There was a
She
mirror at the
fucked
bottom
off.
of the stairs.
Our mum was on like a call. I go in. I'm like, Mom, can you push me down the stairs? And she's on a call. I remember she looks at me. She's just like, go away. I'm on a call. I'm like, okay. So I'm sat at the bottom of the stairs crying because of this bitch. So
Anyway, but I didn't kill it. Well,
more traumatic than anything that
I think it
Mark
just
Anthony
missed your
did.
eye because something happened with the mirror and it like just missed your eye as well.
Yeah, I could have gone blind.
But you didn't, and that's why you're here today.
Thanks, guys.
Right, I've got another one. Are you ready?
I am
I feel like you're learning more than
probably
have
at
learned
uni
at
for the
uni.
past 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you ready?
Go on then.
I actually can't pronounce these people's names. So the Italian Emperor Commodus had his own sister, Lucia, killed when he found out that she wanted to kill him. So I feel like he got in there first.
Which I think is fair game.
Yeah. So when she was about 33, she was like, "Oh, I'm sick of you. I want you dead." Fair. And then, he was quite an unstable ruler though. So she, in 182, she became involved in a plot to assassinate him and then replace him with her husband. So then she's the queen. Well, not the queen, the empress. And he's the
So
emperor
all I'm
over.
hearing is
And then they would be the rulers of Rome. And it's sort of like, do you know what? I understand it because like back then, like, what else have you got to do? You can't exactly just like
shit's
put you
big,
in a
you know
Buzz
what I mean?
Lightyear box and throw you down
Down
the
the
stairs.
I think personally, making money moves. I respect it. It plays.
And then one of the nephews, he was a bit shit because he was involved with the plot. And then he fucked up the assassination attempt. So it was a bit like it's your own family
it's
as
as
well
if-
betraying you at the end of the day when you want to betray your own family.
And then the thick one just cocked it up, which is like Katie.
No.
She would have cocked it up. She would have, yeah.
I know. And then the nephew was meant to burst out from the hiding place to murder this lad, Emperor Commodus. So he gave away his intentions before he had the chance to act. Then the guards were fasting and were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And so he was disarmed without injuring the emperor. And then he was like, "What the fuck's going on?" So the nephew dies, the sister is banished, and her daughter. They all go to Capri, which I think is quite
Which
a
is
good
quite
ending.
a
'cause
nice
we've
end to
been
the story.
Capri.
We did that one
We
time,
did,
yeah.
that was really good.
That was
And
proper nice. So I think that's a nice end to the story. Had a bit of a family endeavour together, and then
In
went, "Do you
Capri.
know what?
they probably
go
spent
off
like
the
10
holiday."
euros on those you know that ice cream
The-
gelato, but it's
yeah.
in lemon, so it's like
It's-
exciting,
yeah.
so they charge you more.
And it's like healthy because it's in a lemon.
It's healthy
But
'cause it's in a lemon.
we went to Capri once,
We
and
did.
I
I
remember,
can't remember that. This was years
that was a while ago. So
Yes.
we went to Capri.
Went to Capri. I can't remember it.
I remember the waiter like low-key stole one of our phones, and then
What?
he was like, "Oh no, it's here."
I don't remember that. I hardly remember that.
I do remember you got asked on some bloke's yacht. I remember that,
I literally don't remember any of it.
and I was like, "That's sick, and we'll go." And I was,
Oh.
yeah, I would have brought the function alive personally, but
What? How old were you then? 12.
yeah,
12 years old.
14.
14.
Yeah, I could have gotten loose on the boat, boats and hose. Some would say. Goodness me.
Was this the phase when you were wearing, what are those? Do you know exactly what I'm going to say? The t-shirts.
We're not gonna go there.
What were they called? What were they called?
I'm not gonna. It was
No.
the Levi's t-shirt.
No, not the
Yeah, we're
Levi's
not
one.
going there. We're
No,
not.
it was like this shit.
I had really bad fashion sense when I was younger, and Kate used to bully me for it.
What? No, like.
No,
What was the
I
t-shirt
know what it
called?
is, and I'm not
No,
telling
please,
you.
please,
No,
that's so anyway, he just. Oh.
it was like just a little t-shirt, and I was I was fat. I thought I was sick, and I had like that quiff that everyone had in 2016.
Yeah. Oh, bless you. And now you've got that.
And now I've got a blonde, yellow, orangey mullet, which looks fire.
It doesn't look fire. It looks shit. And he's also got it for the listeners, whoever is listening to this, probably ma'am.
Hi, mom.
He's got this really shit mustache
No, okay.
because he hasn't been home in a while. So I haven't seen him for ages. And you've got this little, because it's November, you've got this little pedo stash and it just looks shit. So I've got my razor out here. So I was wondering if you would like to shave it off.
Is this
before you
gonna
go
hurt?
home. A razor?
Well,
It's fine.
I've never used a woman's razor before.
It's fine. I've not really used it. So
Right.
it does look bad. Would you like to describe
Well,
the intentions for your more?
the intentions were, guys, first of all, donate to Movember. Great cause. Just thought I'd put that in. It seems to have a platform now. I thought I would join the cause, grow out a little stash. However, it looks really, really bad.
How long have you been growing?
But that's the point.
How long have you been growing it?
Since the start of November.
That's
So,
bad.
like,
that's really.
Almost, 2 weeks? And it looks not great.
How would you describe it to the listeners at home?
Luscious and full. Some would say I look like a Canadian lumberjack, or just a very manly man. right.
No, you look like nuns. You look
Am I
like
actually
you
shaving
patrol
this?
the primary school
This
with your white van.
But I feel like this isn't the core. Right, okay. let's cut out the Movember thing because I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm doing this for Movember. Anyway, it looks shit, so I'm going to shave it off.
Donate to
Donate to Movember. However,
Go on. That is so bad. Describe it. You can't have silence on a podcast.
Sorry, I'm a visual learner, not an audio one.
Go on.
It's just like, you know, when you see those lads on like TikTok and Instagram reels, I'm like, yeah, mate, we're off to my beer, and they've got like a shit stash. It's like that. But I'm also naturally blonde, so you can't see it. Is it gone?
I don't know why you spent so long shaving that when you had like 3 hairs on your upper lip.
There was more than 3, maybe 4 at push. Yeah. So I've just shaved off my stash. Personally, my favorite stash of history. I don't know.
Favorite stash. Who had a good stash? Charles Dickens had a good one.
Did he?
I think
he had a stash.
I think.
No,
so.
he definitely
did.
He takes me as like a very clean shaven individual.
Well, he's not, because if you look at pictures of him, he's got a mustache. Why are you doubting me? The history gossip on my own history podcast.
Can we fact check this, please?
Megan, can we fact check?
Okay, he did. I was wrong. Yeah, he does. He looks kind of mun. He looks like he'd be trying to sell you like something outside of Boots on North Road.
People aren't going to know what Boots on North Road. Boots on
There
North
isn't
Road
a
is
Boots
closed
on North
down.
Road. Yeah, actually.
Closed down. That's in Durham, by the way, for those who don't know. What's your favourite moustache of history?
I really like the one that... they're like proper like twirly ones. I like them. I feel like they've got a bit of pizzazz to them, a bit of flavour. And also when you get a bit peckish, you can just, pull some of the crumbs out there.
Oh, right. So the section that I really wanted to do is, usually I'll do one and it's called Would They Survive a Spoons Night Out? But I feel like let's make it personal to the guest, my brother.
To the guy.
Would they survive a rugby initiation?
So I actually play rugby, if you couldn't tell.
We can't. Sorry. I'm really
I'm actually not that good. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. But you're there for the vibes.
I'm here for the vibes. I'm here for the function.
My favourite was when you sent a video, again, to the family group chat, because that's all we ever hear from you, is you were the farmer and the freshers were the sheep, and the sheep were bowing to you and not mewing, like bleating.
They were. It was like they were going ma.
Yep, bleating.
What's it called? Bleeping.
Bleating.
Bleating.
Yeah.
Is that what sheep do?
And then you were going like, oh, look at me. Like.
Yeah.
That's really bad. So, tell me about your journey to joining the rugby at uni. Where's this come from?
Don't really know. Played it a little bit at school and went, do you know what? Give this a little gander. And I did. And I quite enjoy it. So there you go. Mainly I'm there for the beer though, I can't lie. The sport isn't for me. But
do you actually play it?
I literally had a match yesterday, yeah.
Oh, did you? Did you win?
No, we lost. Quite badly. But that's fine. Because team spirit, and the bus back took 4 hours, and it was not a nice bus.
Where were you? Were you in Sheffield? I saw you were in Sheffield.
I was in Sheffield.
Yeah.
It was not fun. It was not a fun bus journey, but we had tinnies, and we like to have a bit of karaoke going, which is good fun. We like to encourage that. Good entertainment. I like to make... Sorry, you don't make anyone do that, because you're not allowed to do that. We encourage the freshers to sing. I personally like a bit of Taylor Swift. Me and Katie raised me on Taylor Swift, so I know it quite well. So
I feel like I sort of raised you well, and then you just went a bit left field.
Shit, yeah. I didn't go left field. I just kind of like,
yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna discover which historical figure would best survive a rugby initiation, and I've decided to go for Lord Byron, because you know bits on him, don't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Right, you ready? Okay.
Hit me. Me?
Yeah.
Okay. One, I'll just take it out there.
So does that mean you're done now for that, or do you put another one in? I don't know how it works.
Katie's really lived a life, if you couldn't tell. No, that's not how it works. Anyway, rugby initiations.
No, but I don't know anything about rugby initiations, so how am I supposed to explain
How do you not know? Did you not? None of your friends.
uni.
Yeah, I know. Did none of your friends play rugby?
No.
Right. I also want to point out rugby isn't my whole personality, but, well, a little bit. Anyway, a rugby initiation is basically...
Talk me through it.
Um, it's a way of it's a symbol, I guess, of joining people into the club, and they're very common at unis and other teams,
But you don't
and
make them do stuff.
you encourage it.
Are you allowed to say the one the other day when?
N-
Sorry.
okay, so there's a very fun game. It's called Burning Arse, and that's not really initiation. That's just what you do for the shits and gigs. And you ask someone to pick a number between 1 and 5. Usually they go with like a lower number or 3. 3 is a common one. And you give them like a pint of beer.
Mhm.
And you go to the bathroom and you go and you pull out however many strands of whatever the number was. And then, so like if they pick the number 3, you get 3 strands of toilet paper, but like connected. And then you pull their trousers down, you put the toilet paper between their cheeks, and then you go, okay, chop this beer before the flaming toilet paper hits your gooch. And if they don't do it in time, boom, they get a singed arse. And if they do, then good for them. So there you go.
I don't really know where to go from that, apart from, have you ever been the victim of this? And do you think this is years of me bullying you, and you feel like
I need to now bully other people?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bit of suppressed trauma. Thanks, Katie.
You're welcome.
But no,
but is that a good one that you enjoy?
that's fun. That's a fun one. We like that one.
I feel like Lord Byron would like that one.
I feel like Lord Byron would probably like Soggy Biscuit.
Oh, Matthew. Let's
Yeah,
go into
tell
Lord
me
Byron.
about Lord Byron, Katie.
So I'm going to tell you about Lord Byron.
Go on then.
So Lord Byron,
Yeah.
infamously known as mad, bad and dangerous to know.
Right.
He was a poet. He went to Cambridge. He was a shagger of all sorts. And yeah, he was just good crack, apparently. He brought
Really?
Byron to Cambridge.
He
I think
did.
you
He
told
put
me
it.
that
I told
before.
Katie that.
But I
She
already
stole that
knew
from
that
me.
though, so it's fine.
Apparently they weren't allowed pets. But it's like,
Weren't allowed dogs.
yeah, I can't have dogs. It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna bring a bear.
Yeah.
And then he read like his feminist literature with his tote bags. I get that vibe from Lord Byron.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, a bit of a pick-me boy.
Bit of a pick me.
He would have been a performative male, I feel.
Massively, big time.
Yeah, I feel I can see him walking around Trinity College with a mat shirt and just like looking like into the
Mewing.
surroundings. Yeah, like a
Yeah.
bit of a mew, bit of a, oh, these leaves are like beautifully cascaded across the ground. I get that vibe from him.
Okay. So, right, let's say like he's a little fresher and you're the rugby person.
The social sex, I would say.
The social sec. Is that
Okay.
actually what you're doing? Social sec. Yeah, he's
Yes,
social sec.
yes.
Oh, bless you, well done.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
So he comes in, you know bits about him. He's got a bear, he's a bit weird, he's a performative feminist. And again, you know the well publicised fact that in 1812 he had this lover called Lady Caroline Lamb. Do you know this one?
No, but
I'm gonna
tell
tell you
me.
this. Again, I'm educating you.
Thank you.
So in 1812, he had this well publicised affair with Lady Caroline Lamb, and she was so obsessed with him, and he was like, well, I've tapped you now, like, I can't really be arsed. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Been there, seen it now.
Yeah.
And she got so
Pump and
pissy
dump,
with
some
him.
would say.
What?
A pump and dump.
A pump
some
and
would
dump.
say, yeah.
That is one of my phrases, actually.
Is it
You got that
really?
from me.
Mm.
Pump and dump. And she got so pissy with him that she decided to cut off her pubes and send it to him
Oh,
in
I have
the
heard this.
post. But she got blood on them because she trimmed too close.
Right. That's kind of like a bit of a shit version of what's that that rode the boat out in
Grace
Sia?
Darling.
Yeah, it's like a shit version of Grace
How was
Darling,
that
really,
a shit
isn't it?
version of you?
But
are
no,
tit
because Grace
pissed.
Darling was like, I'm gonna cut you off a strand of my hair and send it to you because out of love. And then she obviously
Right, can we please go back on this? For context, Grace Darling was someone from the Northeast who was really famous, and there was a wreckage because she was a lighthouse keeper's daughter. So she saved lives of people during a shipwreck. I don't know what this has to do with chopping off your pubes.
because right. Grace Darling famously cut off strands of her hair and
Yeah,
sent it to people
because
who
of
sent
people
nice
who
letters.
asked it for her.
Yeah, and I'm
She
saying
didn't cut off her pubes and send it in the post.
No,
because
I'm
she was
not-
pissed with someone.
I'm not saying that. I'm
to
saying
sleep with
so
her.
Lord Byron's Jezzy, right, obviously was like, oh shit, this is pretty cool. Like she cut off strands of her hair. Finna do it with my pubes.
This
so
was
the
before Grace
inspo.
Darling.
Okay, then maybe Grace Darling took it from her and was like, okay, it's gonna take a while to shave all these pubes. Maybe I'll just do it with my hair instead. Also, a lot less risk of damaging that area
Your
and getting
pubes.
blood on it.
All right. Okay. Right.
Yep.
Your poof. Okay. Right.
Love talking to my sister about pubes. It's great.
Yeah, this is really good. So he's in. What type of challenges would he do? I feel like he's that type of, the uni that you go to has that stereotype of like rich Lord Fauntleroy type of
He would.
people. So he's already sort of fits the mold anyway.
I feel like he would.
Is it eccentric?
Eccentric.
Eccentric.
Yeah.
Private school boy.
He would rock up, probably in loafers. That seems to be a common theme. He would,
Sorry.
yeah, and he'd be in loafers, like have his suit on because you have to wear your ones. And then he'd be like, "Fresh, what's your chop time?
What's your chop time?
What's your chop time, Fresh?" And then no one would really like him, but like he would give it all the chat and then churn after like half a pint. That's the vibe I get. And then he'd be like, "I can't drink. I'm on like antibiotics or something. I gotta have milk." You get those occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so the alternative of beer is they drink milk, but they have to drink a lot of milk. There's a lot of churning with that.
And they're still sick. Just drink
Yeah,
alcohol. Or just don't go if you're on antibiotics. Why don't you just rest for a week?
no,
Like
but
when
it's
you
like
came
an
home with a
excuse.
cold and you're like, but I have to go out tonight. I have to because I'm social sick. It's like, it's not that serious. It's really not that serious.
This is why Katie has no friends,
Shut the fuck up.
and she's had to ask her brother onto her podcast.
That is so funny. Okay. So his family, he comes from a rich family.
Okay,
He can be traced to like the Doomsday
Right.
Book. His granddad survived a shipwreck.
so I
I don't know what
feel
that's got to do with
he'd
anything.
rock up.
I think he's a bit cocky because he's like,
Mm.
do you know who I am? My family are in the Doomsday Book.
First
and
thing
I'm,
he'd
like,
say is
rich and stuff.
He'd look over and be like, "What school did you go to?" That was a
Oh, I
common
hate
one.
that, I
Yeah,
hate that.
that pisses me
When-
off.
Someone asked me that in Fresh this week as well, and then they went, "Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
because I was like, you're not going to know what school it is."
yeah,
He's
literally.
like, "Oh, what school did you go to?" Yeah.
And you're like,
This one.
anyway, this one.
This one.
Anyway, I feel like he'd come over. He'd be like, "Yeah, Byron is in like Byron, like you know that one, like
Yeah.
the man that was in like that book and shit from like the old times. That's me."
Mm.
I feel like he'd be like that. He'd be like, "Yeah, I'm just texting my dad one sec. Who's my dad? Oh shit, you might have heard of him. He's like a little guy called like Lord Byron. You know the name? Like,
With him, that one. So
yeah.
I feel like, what initiation would you make him do to humble him?
Well, I don't think I'm allowed to say a lot of this stuff. That
It's been approved
my own
by the
sake.
producers.
right? Okay, one that I heard of is called.
Are you saying the soggy
It's
biscuit?
called
one?
no, Soggy Biscuit would be a classic because he seems like a bit of a like a mysterious male, I guess. But I
What has
think
bunking onto a biscuit got to do with being?
I feel like he'd be like, "Oi, Jonty, pass me the McVitie's, mate." He'd be like that. Like, watch this. Maybe he invented it. I get that vibe from him, you know.
right, okay.
But the initiation, a famous one, not to cut you off. It's called the chun and roll. It involves a slip and slide, a lot of booze,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of sick, and pint
Oh,
glasses.
stop! Do you do a slip inside with the sick?
So this like actually wasn't me. I've just heard it from a friend.
That's a lie.
Um,
That's just a cover.
No,
of
it
arse.
actually is from a friend, and basically it involves drinking as much as you can, being sick on a slide, like making people sick, like drink to the point where they're sick, and then also drink enough to the point where you need to go to the bathroom, and then tell people to slip down it while you have sprinklers of people.
Shut up.
And then at the end,
Who
you
the
get a
fuck
pint
comes up
glass
with
when they
that?
get up, and you scoop the stuff off the slide and make them drink it.
No, you're lying.
I would shit you not.
And that's been done at your rugby initiation.
No, it actually hasn't. That's that's a friend at a different uni.
What poem do you think Lord Byron would write inspired by his uni rugby initiations?
I think he would first of all go, "Oh, Henri,
Right.
as in Henry Pollock. Like, Henri,
We're not do-
chop a pill, chop a pint. Have a pill, have a pint. Go down the slide, have fun. For tonight we run."
Yo.
I'd say that one for free. It's on SoundCloud. I call it "Oh de Henri Pollock."
Oh,
Oh,
I've
that's
nothing
really
to
cringe.
do
I
with-
hate that. But,
do you want to do another one?
yeah, let's do another one.
Okay. What? But right, let me do that. We'll see which one's the better one.
Okay, we'll chop it
freestyling
in.
here.
Yeah.
So if Lord Byron had to write a poem based on his uni rugby initiations, what would it be?
I think, just off the top of my head, freestyling here, guys, bear with. I think it would be along the lines of to chop or not to chop. That is the question. To chop the pill.
That is a different poet.
That's the same thing. It's all like poems and stuff. He'd be like, to chop the pill or to not. To mash a jezzy or
To not.
to not. For tonight is the night. And the sight is the sight.
Oh, that was bad. That was worse than the first one. Okay. Do you think that shit poem that he allegedly wrote, and you definitely didn't pull out your ass just now, would that stop him from being part of the initiations or considered cool?
I think part of it would be he would be made to say a poem on the spot.
Yeah.
If it was good,
which that one was not.
It was very good, I'll have you know.
Mm-hmm.
He would be made to chop, and if it was bad, he would also be made to chop. That is the question.
That is not. That you're going on as if that was so profound looking at it in the camera.
It is profound.
That was That was just not
nuanced, and it is eloquently cultural. Yeah.
Oh, God, okay. And sort of tie into siblings, and it's probably going to make it weird. He had a kid with his half sister.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Yeah. So, because obviously it's a sibling episode.
Yeah, it is.
So I feel that was a bad move. His half
probably,
sister,
yeah,
Augusta
probably
Lee,
right.
Allegedly had
Augusta Lee.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like Fuggers Lee.
No. No. So that was another fact that I have. Do you think, again, would you penalise him for doing stuff like that?
For what? For writing a poem?
No, the other one.
For what?
For having a kid with his.
I think they'll just be like, mate, that's a bit.
It's
a bit shit crack, mate. Like, what are you doing? Just shit chat. Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Let's not do that, okay?
Yeah.
Let's not have that in this safe space.
Safe space.
Yeah, welfare. Where's welfare?
Where's welfare?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
where is welfare? Get him in, or her, or them.
That's good.
That is the question.
That is. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Do you think he had a gap year?
Yeah, he would be like, he would think he was the shit, and he would try and be like, yeah, went to a place just Southeast Asia, but everyone goes there, but he would think like his was different. Okay, he smoked cigarettes. He like had some local cuisine, but he was like, he knew it. He took pictures. He made an Instagram account for that, and it was called like Byron's Travels type of thing, you know. And then he'd come back and be like, yeah, Greg's is good, but it's not like the pad thai in like Asia.
Whereabouts in Asia, Matthew?
It's not Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Actually, Kate, where's pad thai originate from?
Thailand.
Oh, there you go. The more you know, guys. Kate, where's sushi from?
Japan.
There we go.
You don't even like sushi?
Yeah, I do.
No.
We went to a sushi restaurant a few weeks ago when Kate was back, and before I went off to uni. And we got like a platter. We got like a platter of sushi. It was really nice. And I'm allergic to a few things, as Rylan knows now for some reason. I remember you going, yeah, my brother's got a nut allergy. So now I tell all my mates, like, yeah, you know, Rylan knows that I have a nut allergy.
It's a severe nut allergy.
It's a severe one, guys. Got my EpiPens over there.
We went to Disneyland and they gave us.
Let me finish my story, Katie.
You had an allergic reaction.
Yeah, we did. And
so
I get onto that after.
Toy.
I did. But we went to a sushi restaurant and I had some sushi and I'm allergic to shellfish as well. And Kate was like, no, it's fine. Just like, we'll get a bit of everything. You'll be grand.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes in, I'm like, why does it like hurt to breathe? So I'm like, give me a second. I run off to Boots to get some antihistamines.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah.
You were fine though?
I mean,
no, but
ish.
At the end of the day, just like get a grip. Like.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I'll take that.
Yeah.
When we were younger, our mum used to have like a massive fear of when I'd go out and get pissed that for some reason I'd have a Snickers. So
no,
now,
because that happened to our neighbour. Basically, we had a neighbour who was a lot older and she had a son, again, who was older. And then they went on a night out and the dad didn't have a Snickers bar and he had a severe nut allergy and he almost died.
See,
this is why Mum has a like severe fear of you doing anything.
Yeah, but I don't do that. I like to keep. Actually, one time after a night out, I went to the local kebab establishment and I got a calzone. Calzone after a night out, can I just say, is the go-to. Trust me, give it a go. Had a calzone, but the establishment also did like Nutella calzone things. So I had one. I went back to, like, this in first year. had it and I was like, this definitely is like cross-contaminated with Nutella. So I start eating it and I feel a bit allergies.
You still ate it?
I was like,
Like
this
it
is.
was our
I was like,
fault.
this is too good. Like, I'll bear with the consequences afterwards. So I
Did
just
you like
was like,
Nutella though?
I didn't. It didn't have
Oh,
Nutella in it. Just like
alright.
cross-contaminated, but I could
Okay.
feel it. So I was like, this hurts to eat, but I'm gonna keep eating it because it's leng and I'm like really boozed. So I ate it and then I made myself sick afterwards. So there you go. That's what you do when you're having a allergic reaction, guys.
You make yourself
Trust.
sick.
Yeah.
So do you think again, like on the end of the night out, you would take him to a club? You'd have a couple of VKs.
A good.
This is Lord
V-
Byron. We're still talking
yeah.
about Lord Byron now.
I think he'd quite enjoy a VK.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he wouldn't. He'd get some like
Do you be a wanker and get like red wine?
not in the club. Surely, I feel at the pub, everyone is sat around with like a beer in hand, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'll have a Malbec, please." Or like, "What's the house red you have on offer?" I get that vibe from
Do you
him.
think so? What type of tunes do you think he'd be into?
Ketama. He'd love Ketama, and he'd make it his whole personality and be like, "Yeah, really cool, like DJ. You might know him."
Who is Ketama? Who the fuck? Megan?
What? Okay, Katie's old. Okay, by the way, Kate doesn't know who Ketama is. Ketama is like a DJ, but he's quite good.
Right, okay. Because I think you've brought some show and tell for us today.
Have I?
Yeah, you have. You've brought your very own DJ.
Oh, yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. Oh, lovely mother's just texted me and said, "Are you having a nice time with Katie?"
Kiss, kiss.
Kiss, kiss. Spell it really wrong as well.
What did you do the other day? That's what I have to put on the pod. This is so
right.
funny. Basically, our mum, she can't spell, and we love your mum because I know she's listening.
Love you, Babs.
Because she said she's going to especially tune in. So she said to us, Katie, I really want to go see this film. And I said, all right, yeah. And she said, I'm just here now at the cinema and I'll book it up for us. And I don't know what it's about. I think it's about like the war and stuff. It's called The Chorrel. And I said, The Chorrel? I said, I've never heard of it. I haven't seen it advertised. And she said, yeah, The Chorrel. I'll spell it out for you. Chorral. And I said, do you mean the choral? Like choral singing? And she went, yeah.
So I feel like I've slightly inherited this because we went to the Lake District a few years ago and I was like, oh, that's really good. Like, let's go to that cafe.
Mum said, do you want to go to this coffee shop? Because it was like a board outside.
Yeah, Mum was like, do you want to go to this coffee shop? It's called Carapet. It might be nice, like Italian. And we look up, it's a carpet shop. It just says carpets. I'm like,
Oh, bless her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we love her.
anyway.
Anyway,
So Matthew has magically brought out his laptop and he's going to do some DJing, historical remix of what you would expect in a club. I thought would make it a bit more visual.
yeah, a Lord Byron club classic.
Yeah, so Matthew went through this phase where he thought he was going to be a uni DJ.
Not a uni DJ, just quite like the tunes. I'm a tune man myself.
And
So
you saw Fred again and you thought that's a really good name. I want to do something similar, so
Yeah,
I'm going to
Fred
call
again.
myself
Matt another time. It's like Fred again, but like Matt another time. Not again, another time. However, that was also a rendition of my OG name was M2 Drippy.
M2 Drippy. I actually like that one.
That
M2 Drippy.
plays. That's pretty swag.
So would you like to? What songs have you brought for us today?
So
he hasn't even got a DJ deck.
I also don't DJ for context. This is a rendition of. You'll find out. Bit of Ketama and a bit of something special for the history fans. We ready?
No.
That's as hard as it goes. Wait, I need to skip ahead a bit.
Have you fucked it?
I think I put it in a circle by accident. Wait.
Is that Fuzzcar? What is that? Wow. I told you to put green sleeves in it.
This is good. This is green sleeves.
Oh, right, is it?
Wait, this is the good bit. You ready?
Anytime.
Get ready. Wait, beat's about to drop, guys. Bear with. can. There you go. And that is the debut of Matt Another
The
Time.
Time.
You're welcome. See ya another time.
Wow, that was brilliant, Matthew.
you.
Well done. So we're gonna do a quick fire round, get you going. Yeah,
Mentally. 'Cause
mentally,
I need.
because you're not doing any studying. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
I went to
Right.
2 lectures last year.
That is not something to announce on the podcast. Stop it.
I can't help. The camera just wants me to mew at it. Like when you're this
Right.
good looking.
No.
Joke.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you some historical figures, and you have to say on the spot what uni they'd be at, and what course, and what societies they'd be doing. Are you ready?
Hit me.
I'm ready.
I'm ready as well.
Okay. Obviously, we have to go with Queen Vicky.
Oh, lass. Big up. I am thinking Cambridge. I know it's a really obvious one, but she would be there.
Why?
She just would be. Specifically, like, Selwyn College.
Why?
Just
Doing what?
that vibes. Like, very quiet, very tame. Like, feel like she could be quite locked in with her studies.
Mm-hmm.
She would be studying. I get a bit of English lit vibes.
I was going to say
English lit. Yeah.
English lit.
And she'd be like, I really like Emily Bronte. She's proper good.
Okay.
Oh, society.
Art society.
I feel
Art
she would be
society.
arts. Yeah. Maybe like natural drawing. There's a natural drawing
She
society
did
there.
draw.
Yep.
She did
See,
draw. There you go.
Yeah.
See? You do know something.
I do some things. Correct.
Louis the 14th.
I'm thinking,
He loved to make clocks.
did
He
he?
didn't really like to shag his wife.
Yeah.
Some
I'm thinking,
context for you.
right, maybe like Edinburgh.
I was going to say Edinburgh.
Edinburgh
I was
Uni
going to say Edinburgh.
is right on the spot. Shout
Uh-huh.
out to Edinburgh Uni.
Uh-huh.
Society, I think he would be in like a coding or like a gaming society.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something where he doesn't really interact with many people or many women.
Bless him.
Bless his cotton socks.
Bless his
Hope you're
cotton
alright, mate.
socks.
Hope you're
Oh
alright.
no, because he got beheaded and stuff.
Really?
What do you mean,
I know-
really?
I know that.
He does know that one.
Yeah, I do.
So Emily Bronte,
Thinking like
she
Leeds
was
Arts or something.
Wuthering Heights. that's
Wuthering
Wuthering
Heights.
one.
Ask me, come home now. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, I think that's the song Wuthering Heights.
Yes, I know, but that was
She would.
just not the lyrics.
What are the lyrics?
It's me, Kathy. I've come home. I'm
Oh.
so cold and stuff.
Right.
Come back, Heathcliff.
That wasn't the one then. I think she would be at like an art, like London Arts. If there's a London
UAL.
Arts, yeah, she'd be at
Yeah.
UAL, and she would be a Depop merchant. She'd go to Blank Street. She'd be like there with her tote bag,
Yeah.
all that jazz, like tattoos, but like the thin line ones
The thin
of like
ones.
flowers. And she'd be like, "This is my favorite. It's a chrysanthemum." Or whatever it is. This is a bluebell just on my arm.
Mm.
Yeah, I get that vibe from her.
Got a nose piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Oh, bless her. Florence Nightingale. She
Yeah.
does nursing.
Florence
Florence
Nightingale.
Nightingale
I feel like we could. Do you know what?
did nursing, obviously.
I think like
Northumbria.
no, I think like Manchester.
Do you think?
I think she'd be at
Well, she was quite posh. That I probably would. say
yeah, or maybe
Manchester.
Newcastle. She could be at
Can you do
Newcastle.
nursing at Newcastle? I don't think
Well,
it's
they've got a
relevant,
med
she's dead, isn't she?
Yeah, I don't think that's
No.
her main.
I would
her
have
main
said
worry.
Newcastle or Manchester.
Yeah, I think we'll go with Newcastle. I feel like she'd be in what society? That's a hard one. Maybe like lacrosse.
Yeah, because
She'd play lacrosse.
Yeah, she's very posh.
Yeah, looking after her fitness as well.
And she walks around with
medicine.
a lacrosse hockey stick with her mate.
Yeah, and like she's got the NULA,
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
stash, the lax stash.
That she always wears.
Yeah,
like
to
you with your
everywhere.
Rugby stash.
No,
Yeah.
well, Canterbury's.
Final one, we'll get a man in there. Charles Dickens.
I would say Durham,
Durham.
like Katie. I think he'd be like really posh, but be like, yeah, I live like quite a hard life. I really struggle. Like my dad only sends me like 500 quid a week. It's quite hard.
Live in a terraced house.
I live in a terrace house.
Even though
Yeah,
I'm paying like $250 a week
fuck, that's peak.
without bills.
Yeah, peak.
And he thinks it's like a really hard life.
Yeah,
He
it's
lives
like-
in an ex-mining house that's been taken over by lots of landlords and pushing out the Durham locals.
Bit of yeah, you can tell Katie's got a bit of anger,
Anger
built
in
up
there.
there. Yep.
Yeah. So I feel like that's the one. I feel like him. Yeah.
And he would be in like is that like a wine socket, Durham?
Wine. Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
there's a wine
Sorry.
socket, Durham.
Silly me. Should know better. What am I like? Yeah, I feel like he'd be in that.
He'd be in the wine saw.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah, so originally when you were going to come and do the remixes, I said, please, can you do Buzzcocks? Because that is so funny.
Buzzcocks is great. For people who don't know,
it's
Katie,
like
explain.
this, it's like this character that was created like, I want to say like 20 years ago, and he's got like some YouTube videos, and it's just like him being a Raji. I don't even know how to explain Raji.
He's just search it up. Shout out to all
He's
the
wearing like a 3-striped
Geordies.
tracksuit. He is the most stereotypical Geordie with the cap and everything.
and like the bug teeth.
And he's got a song called Smash Your Pasty.
Smash
and
Your
it's actually
Pasty,
part of our
classic.
culture, and we'd like to sing a little bit today.
Can we do a little rendition?
Ready?
3.
You know the X Factor when it's those
Yeah.
like the brother and
Should
the
we do
sister,
that?
and he's
The X Factor bit.
do you know,
Yeah.
do you know who I mean? yeah.
Yeah.
Got
Oh,
this.
whoa.
That's us right now.
So let's
Ready?
pretend we're on the X
Smash
Factor.
Your Pasty, ready? 1, 2,
Two,
3,
three.
4.
All the lasses in the world, I think you're pure kush.
Every time I see your face, I can't remember.
I think it's pure lush. Biker, group,
Whitley
the
Bay,
bay, weather.
around somewhere. We should know this.
Wait,
I'd like to smash your
smash-
pasty.
that's just not
And
it.
it's basically him talking about.
It's a
how
very
he'd
cultural
like to
song.
smash
If you
people's
analyse the
pasties
lyrics, there's a lot of profoundness in there. He talks about pasties.
being smashed.
You
at
can
the
link.
bus stop.
Yep.
Anyway, so we're gonna move on from that. A few like Geordie culture from that, and we've got a letter here.
Do we?
Yeah, and it's especially for you.
Really?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Oh,
and it is it's time travel.
this is my birthday present. Still haven't got that. Birthday's in March. It's November. Anyway.
Okay, so it is from Tiny Tim, and he's wrote this all the way from Victorian England, and
Really?
he's wrote you a letter. He said, "Dear Matthew, wait, here we go. I'm gonna try and fucking hell, Tiny Tim, man,
Yeah, mate.
come on."
Get a grip. Put the cholera to one side for a day, mate. Get a grip. We've all got struggles.
So he said, "Dear Matthew, I hope you are well. I haven't got long left, for the cholera has taken it over. But before I depart this dear earth, I must know one thing. As you are at university, you must know the answers. And please tell me, what are university invades interviews?"
Tiny Tim, my boy. First of all, impressive that Tiny Tim is so literate, you know, for a Victorian street
He learned in
urchin.
the workhouse.
Did he?
Yeah, he
Was
did,
they
yeah.
teaching him like
Anyway.
anyway?
ABCs and that.
Is it and that like? Let me make this Victorian. So imagine you've got a bloke walking down the street. Okay, he comes up to you. You think he's offering you money or food, which you much need. Shelter, warmth. He's not. He's going to come up to you instead and go, "How many lasses are you going to pull tonight?"
1.
Thanks, Tiny Tim. And imagine then that's like all over the newspaper and on Instagram Reels.
And then what else could they ask you?
They could also, a very common one would be, he comes up to you and goes, "Tiny Tim, who's the most famous contact you know?
The owner of the workhouse.
And how do you know him?"
He put me there.
Thanks, Tiny Tim. And yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. Tiny Tim, over and out.
Great. Thanks, Tiny Tim. Explain a tactical chunder to a Victorian child.
Okay. So you know how you've got cholera and you like to throw up a lot because of that, assuming that's how it works. Imagine you're doing that, but on purpose because you're really mortal and because you had a few too many bevies last night. That is what a tactical chunder is. Commonly occurs in clubs.
What is a club, though?
Where the function be happening?
Where the function be
club.
happening? Why are you voluntarily throwing up all of these fluids that could keep you going for a few days? And
Okay.
food that you could have in your stomach.
Imagine, right, you know when the doctor gives you some morphine, if they have morphine then, some special tablets that make you happy, okay? He's doing that to make you feel better, okay? So everyone has these special medicines and they go to a club and they have music playing, old shanty tunes, and they get very happy and jolly and jovial. And then sometimes some people have too many of the magic medicines. This isn't a euphemism for drugs, by the way. And then they need to rid themselves of said medicine. So they go to the toilet where there's commonly piss on the floor, and the rest is history, gossip. And they
It's good.
and they chun it up.
Getting through a flu. Now we're going to explain different ways to get through a flu.
Okay.
So you've got freshers flu. You seem to permanently have freshers flu
yeah.
all the time. All the time. So what personally would you do?
I
swear you took an orange from home the other day because you thought it would cure you.
Yeah, I am severely malnourished because I can't be asked basically to do any food shops, and I am just eating no vitamins. So I took an orange from home when I went back up home a while ago, and it did make me feel better for a few days. But then I also went out quite a bit too many on that week, and I did not get better. No.
So I feel like there's definitely you could have. Oh wait, where am I going? Yeah, lungs of a fox to strengthen the lungs. Okay, so in the 17th century, you could have the lungs of a fox dried, and that would help with the lungs. So you've had one too many ciggies from the night before. Would you have lungs of a fox? Yes or no?
No, I feel like that just wouldn't work.
Do you think?
I think maybe if you had it with like a Barocca, you'd be grand. But on its ones, don't think it's the move.
I don't think it is the move.
No, I don't.
Because back then they believed that like the air and the bad smells would carry illnesses.
Is this like with the doctor bloke? The
plague doctor?
Yeah, had the beak and stuff.
Sort of. It's a bit after this. Yeah, like 1700s.
But similar thing. And I wonder why that
no,
is.
He would put herbs in the nose bit to like get away the bad smells because he thought that would cure him. So yeah.
Well, thank you for letting me know that, Kay. I feel very enlightened.
Do you have any facts of like how you would cure yourself in the 1700s? After the Szechuan.
After the Szechuan, I think, to be honest, is this if I was in the 1700s?
Yeah, but you were also a student hungover.
Right. I think I'd probably go to bed, have some like typhoid riddled water. Is it typhoid? Cholera, sorry. What's typhoid? Is that another?
That's another one.
Yeah, I was gonna say some cholera water, and then I think I'd be right as rain.
They're saying that figs can help coughs, cleanse the breath, and and help badness of the infirmaries of the lungs.
I just
Are you allergic to figs? I feel like you're allergic.
I've never had a fig.
Have you not?
No, I've never had a fig.
You never had a
Maybe
fig?
I should get on that. Maybe that'll cure my cough.
There was a girl at uni that never had an orange before.
Yeah, it's a bit different. There's a boy who'd never had a Burger King.
You could also have stale ale, ground mustard seeds, and nutmeg.
I think I would go for the stale ale.
Did you know a certain type of mustard was invented in Durham?
Yeah, I do know that.
Well, because I've told.
Because I am also from the same place as UK.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going to tell you that.
Go on, tell us. Tell us about that.
That's it, really. A bit of mustard, English mustard, or something. One of the mustards was invented by Mrs. Mustard.
Mrs. Mustard.
Mrs. Coleman Mustard.
Mrs. Coleman.
I can't
Yeah.
remember what she was called. And I know this fact off by heart. I've said it so many times in interviews about this mustard fact.
Yeah.
I thought I'd tell you that one there.
Thank you. There's a coffee
mustard.
shop where it started. That's where it was in Vennels.
Oh yeah.
That's where it was invented. So shout out to Vennels.
Shout out to Vennels. Big up, big up.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to end this podcast now because you're irritating us now.
Shut up.
So what we like to ask the guests at every finishing bit of the podcast is, what would page 1 of your history book look like?
It's going to rub it in even more. It would be a little paragraph, and I'd say, also, when Katie did publish that book, I had to go because I was like on the last bit of her the acknowledgements. It was like, thank you to everyone, and Matt. I was like, right.
Can I please say that?
I also haven't read it, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, I gave you a copy and it's on the shelf in your room and you've not read it. And he picked it up, the cheeky shit, picked it up and looked in bits in it and then did a little giggle and went, Kate, you're actually quite funny sometimes.
Yeah.
And you know what? That was the best compliment I've ever had from writing that book, was you sort of saying that I am a little bit funny.
Well,
and I thought,
ish.
yeah.
Sometimes I'll see a TikTok and I'm like, that's all right. Not bad, but could do better.
Right, so what is page 1 of your history book?
It would be an acknowledgement section, and I'd go to everyone. I'd be like, thanks, ma'am, thanks, dad, thanks to everyone out there,
Yeah.
but not Katie. Fuck Katie. That's what I would have in
I
mind.
didn't acknowledge it enough in the booth.
Yeah, you could have had a section. You could have made my birthday instead of like, I can't remember what it is. Something about like a witch died this day. You could have been like, really nice bloke was born this day. My favorite brother. So shout out to Matthew. But no. So thanks, Katie.
Right. So you've made your history book about me.
What?
Well, okay. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
That's it.
I'll let you off.
I'll let you off. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. See you at Christmas, probably.
Yeah, see you in a bit. Like,
See you in a bit. But we'll see you next Thursday, and you can catch every single episode of the History Diaries on YouTube. We upload on Thursdays at 5 o'clock. Thanks.
and that's the history gossip.